If I could go back in time, back to when I was a confused, overwhelmed, frustrated beginner developer, there are things I wish I could whisper to that version of me. Things that would have saved me months of stress, doubt, and feeling not good enough. This video is everything I wish I knew on day one. And if you're a beginner, this might change the way you see your journey forever. Stay with me. If I could sit with the beginner version of myself, the first thing I'd tell him is this: you don't have to learn everything at once. Back then, I thought being a developer meant understanding every language, every framework, every tool, every topic. I was drowning in tutorials, playlists, courses, cheat sheets, trying to cram everything in my head at the same time. I felt like I was falling behind before I even started. But here's what I wish I knew. You only need to understand one thing at a time. Pick a language, pick a path. The noise will always be there, telling you to learn the next big thing. You have to ignore it, because learning to code is not a race, it's a journey. And journeys are taken one step at a time. Master that one step, then take the next. That's how you build momentum. That's how you actually make progress instead of just spinning your wheels. Next, I wish I could tell myself, confusion isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign that your brain is growing. As a beginner, I thought being confused meant I wasn't smart enough. It felt like everyone else understood something I didn't. Every error message, every bug, every concept that didn't click immediately felt like proof that I wasn't cut out for this. But being confused is literally part of the job. It's the default state. Developers live in confusion, problem solving, and figuring things out. That feeling of being totally lost is the starting point for every solution you'll ever build. So if you're stuck, confused, or frustrated, you're not doing it wrong. You're doing it right. You're in the middle of the process, right where the learning happens. Embrace the confusion. It means you're pushing your boundaries. Here's a big one. If I could go back, I'd grab myself by the shoulders and say, stop waiting to be ready to build projects, because I waited way too long. I kept saying, I'll build when I learn more. I'll start when I understand everything. I don't want to make something terrible. This is called tutorial hell, and it's a trap. You think you're being productive, but you're just consuming, not creating. But here's the truth. Your first projects should be terrible. Your early code should look messy. Your first app should break. That's how you learn. Reading about swimming is not the same as getting in the water. So build that to-do list. Build that simple calculator. Build anything, break it, fix it, and learn. If I could speak to my old self, I'd say, stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. I used to scroll through social media, look at advanced developers on YouTube, and think, I'll never be like them. They're on another level. I didn't realize they once felt exactly like I did. They weren't born writing complex algorithms. They weren't born understanding React or databases. They learned it the same way you are, line by line, error by error, day by day. Social media shows you the highlight reel, not the years of struggle, the late nights, the frustrating bugs, and the feeling of being an imposter. Comparison is the fastest way to kill your motivation. It serves no purpose. Your only competition is the you from yesterday. Are you a little better today than you were then? That's the only metric that matters. The next thing I wish I knew: you don't need to be a genius. I didn't learn the fastest, and I definitely didn't understand everything immediately. Even when I felt like I was making zero progress. Just 1 hour a day, just one concept at a time. Just one more line of code. Consistency beats intelligence. Consistency beats motivation. Consistency turns beginners into developers. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. Show up daily, even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. That's where the growth happens. That's where you build the habits that will define your entire career. If I could speak to the old me, I'd say, stop pretending you understand things you don't. I used to sit in meetings or watch tutorials and just nod along, too embarrassed to ask the simple questions. I was terrified of looking stupid, questions like, what's the difference between front-end and back-end? What does API even mean? Why do we use loops here? How does the internet actually work? I thought I had to figure it all out on my own. I wish I knew this. Asking stupid questions is how you get smart. Asking nothing is how you stay stuck. Every single senior developer today once asked the exact same basic questions you're afraid to ask. Another thing I tell myself, your first job isn't your dream job and that's okay. I stress so much trying to pick the perfect career path, web dev, mobile, backend, AI. I thought choosing one meant giving up everything else forever. It felt like this huge, life-altering decision that I couldn't get wrong. Its goal is to get you in the door and give you real-world experience. Your path will evolve as you do. It will make you doubt everything about your own intelligence. Quit only when you've finished what you set out to build. You're stronger than you think, you're more capable than you realize, and you're closer than you feel. So to my beginner self, and to you watching this right now, you've got this. Keep going, keep learning, keep building, because the version of you 5 years from now, they're going to be so proud you didn't give up today. Thanks for watching.